Yeah, babies have more bones and then they like fuse together. Your head, Mitzi was telling me your head is like plates when you're a baby. You're like very like malleable. Your head is made up of plates. Also, Dark Reckoning, thank you for the prime. And then they like fuse together and like you might can like touch your forehead and feel the plate seam or something. Baby plates. That's why they have soft spots. Look. Soft spots, because it's where the plates are like getting together at. Isn't that cool? I think it's so that they can be born, is what she said. When the baby is being born, that way his head is not like a giant object that is hell. Yeah, so they can squeeze out of the womb without damaging. Help with delivery. Yeah, and then it fuses. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? That like our brain, our heads do that. They come in pieces and then they go together like little Legos. Biology is crazy. Yeah, it's freaky, man. Not like bad freaky, but like cool freaky. One day we'll be genetically adapted to not have headphoned in. Do you have a soft spot still? Do you have a soft spot still? Nurses and doctors can help reshape the head. Oh yeah, I've seen where like babies have like little like head helmet things. Baby helmets to shape their head shapes. Can you feel your plate on your forehead? I don't feel my plate. I don't feel any plate. Why are we looking at a baby's heads? I don't remember. My son has a Resident Evil eye in the middle. I'm putting him back. No! I have fully formed cranial stitches. You don't feel anything? My skull is rock hard and very empty. I have a hard head. I have a hard head. You ever seen the inside of an anime girl's head? A 3D anime girl's head? It's empty. With floating eyes and expressions. Maybe one day I'll show you, but not today. Not today. Humans are eventually gonna lose either our pinky toes or fingers. No. No, not me. I'm not... They can't take my toes away. They can't take my fingers. I can imagine not having a pinky toe because it helps with your balance, right? Like, if it just wasn't there, then I feel like you would be, like, falling. I think they should give us more fingers, actually. I think they should give us more fingers. How are you gonna play piano if they take away your pinky? How are you gonna hit an octave? Like, what are you gonna do? They don't contribute very much. See, you would think that, however, go cut off your pinky toe and see how well you can... See how well you can balance. Having a monkey tail would be so tight. Can't you have like a tail, but it's just like a little nub sometimes? Is that like a thing that can happen for some people? Ain't losing any more on pinky. You're missing some of your pinky. Youch! Yow! It's a vestigial part. Yeah. Do I have a tail? I don't have a tail. Would you want a tail if you couldn't do anything with it? But you could wiggle it. You could like wiggle it back and forth. No? Yeah. You have a tailbone, but it doesn't stick out. Flesh tail. Yeah, but you could have one, but it didn't look weird. It didn't look weird. Like, it would be considered normal to have. It wouldn't be like, why does this person have a tail? Would the tail be sensitive? Not in like a... you could like feel with it, but it wouldn't like hurt. Like, if you wore like pants and it touched your tail, it wouldn't hurt. Be uncompatible. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, okay, so the tail. My phone, stop that. Would you want a tail if there were no like drawbacks to everyday life? So it's like life was adapted to have it. You wouldn't like not fit in a chair, or like you wouldn't like accidentally hit it against the table and then you would just fall over and die of pain. But it didn't add or do anything useful for your life. It just could wiggle. No, it can't do anything. It can just, if you're happy, your tail wiggles, maybe. I would be down for it, totally. Still no. Another character to judge by. Well, if it was considered socially normal. Can you cut it off and get a unique weapon? Tail would make getting pants hard. No, because there's no like drawback to it, right? Would you? Yeah, why not? Because it wouldn't be considered weird socially. And then you would be able to buy pants, you'd be able to sit in chairs, you'd be able to drive a car. But then you also had a little tail that you could wiggle. I think that would be cool. I don't know. What kind of tail would you want? I guess it depends too. Like, was it be a long tail or something? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I like puppies that have little short tails that wiggle. I think that's fun. Yeah, the only point is that it wiggles. Maybe you have like a little bit better balance. But no animal ears. You're not like a furry. You just have a little tail. Be down for a dog tail, as long as it was fuzzy. You have a fluffy one. I want to tease someone with a tail, but I don't necessarily want a tail. If it isn't just a really long finger. Ew. Wait, like a big... I think what you mean is like how like monkeys can like use it to grab stuff or like hang off of stuff. That's what your tail would be, like a big finger. But it being described as a finger, I think we could describe that better. I think we could describe that better. Would it be a fleshy rat tail? If you want it, it doesn't have to be a fleshy tail. Tail named Finger, kid named Finger. No, it's not a good description. No, I don't like to think about like a finger. I was watching the Fallout show with Mitzi, and that axolotl has like all the fingers in his mouth. What they call it, the gulper. I don't like that. I don't know why. Fingers like freak me out. If a finger is where it shouldn't be, I think it should be removed. I think it should be removed. Yeah, the gulper. I don't like that. A butt tentacle. No, it's a tail. It's a tail. But if I said that it's like a tail, like a monkey tail, that you could like climb with it and hold stuff, I feel like everyone would be like, yeah, of course. But arm, no. I feel like if I said that, is this prehensile, does that mean like it's useful? That means it's like useful, right? Like you can do stuff with it? Capable of grasping. Yeah, if it was prehensile, I feel like everyone would say yes, because then it's like, why wouldn't you? Well, I could rephrase it, actually. What about instead... What about if instead it was, you could get a prehensile tail and you could use it for stuff and it would be like helpful. However, it might not be socially acceptable and it might be more difficult to get clothes and stuff. What you do it then? How about that? You still take it and it doesn't wiggle when you're happy. It's only functional. It is not cute. It cannot wiggle when you're happy. Which I think is the most important part. Is it fleshy or like a monkey? However you want it. You're just a Saiyan. Would you be a Saiyan? Would you be a Saiyan? It's all becoming yes, yes, yes.